Man. How's everybody out there doing right now? Because your girl JoJo is pretty freaking pissed, okay? Let me breathe. I said I wasn't going to get here and act a fool. I said I was going to be professional and keep my cool, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. If you are a sports fan in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you can't help but feel like the football gods, the sports gods, anybody related to sports in general have something out against you. What is it? Because we're America's team despite not winning a championship since 1996? Is that the problem that Roger Goodell has right now? You know what? When I first saw this news when I first saw this news about Mr. Roger Goodell and NFL owners suing Jerry Jones, not one but $2 million. Bring it in, JoJo. We said we're going to be cool, calm, and collected to recoup legal fees for being in and out of the courtroom with the Ezekiel Elliott suspension last season. Now, let me get this straight. Not only does Roger Goodell end up winning this duel last season, okay? Because what happens last year, right? We get the initial 6-game suspension handed down from Mr. Roger Goodell himself. Ezekiel Elliott appeals. Jerry Jones is going back and forth supporting Ezekiel Elliott until finally what happens? Ezekiel Elliott ends up serving the suspension at the most inopportune time. Strike. That's one for Roger Goodell right there, right? And it ends up just completely putting a dent into the Cowboys season when we lost him. It took us at least 2 to 3 games to get back on track. That's one, okay? Then, not only does my man, Mr. Roger Goodell, get what he wants with the Zeke suspension, then Jerry Jones tries to halt his new contract extension, and what happens? He ends up getting his contract extended anyway. So 2 for Mr. Roger Goodell. So what does he say? You know what? Mr. Jerry Jones, just for you irritating the hell out of me, just for you making me go in and out of courtrooms when I could be sitting in the skybox watching NFL football, I want to sue you. And guess what? Roger Goodell didn't have to spend any money out of his pocket for lawyer fees, yet he wants to recoup the money from Jerry Jones. You know what this is turning into? A very unattractive old man pissing contest, okay? I mean, what more does Roger Goodell have to prove? You got your money. The Cowboys didn't end up making the playoffs. A big reason was that because Ezekiel Elliott was on the sideline. And yet and still you find yourself poking at my man Jerry Jones. Ari says Jerry's power has been checked. No question. Yeah, definitely. But let me tell you guys a little something about my man Jerry Jones, okay? Not only is he one of the most powerful owners in the NFL, but this man is a billionaire. He's got billionaire money and he can make billionaire moves, not just within the league, but outside the league that directly affects the league, okay? I'm telling you right now, did you see the notification go off that Jerry Jones decided to switch from Ticketmaster to SeatGeek as far as the key distributor for Dallas Cowboys tickets? Did you see that? This is going to be a duel that we see go back and forth for the entire summer. Even though I'm disgusted that Jerry Jones and Roger Goodell still hasn't put this to rest, especially due to the fact that I firmly believe that we didn't get a lot of calls because of this feud between Mr. Roger Goodell and Jerry Jones last year. I'm telling you right now, Cowboys Nation, do not think this is a good thing. It's good for the podcast because it gives me plenty of content to talk about with you all. But this is something that could directly affect this star when we get on the field next year. Jerry, this is from your girl JoJo, okay? I need you to put up I need you to stop with the pissing contest. I need you to think about your team, your players, and everyone else that this affects, not just you. Pay the $2 million and let it go. Let's move on. We have too much to look forward to. We got Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott back together again, baby. The suspension is behind us. I know what is inside Jerry Jones. It makes him want to retaliate and do everything in his power to make Roger Goodell suffer. But you need to think about your franchise. You need to think about that team that has to go out there on that field and perform every week during the football season. Put a little bit of consideration with them, okay, Mr. Jerry Jones? It's time to end this. I'm sick of it. I do not want to ride out a whole nother year of Jerry Jones and Roger Goodell going back and forth. Let's end it. Let's move on. We got the NFL draft right here in our city. Jerry Jones, just stop, okay? Stop it, stop it, stop it. Swipe it, no swipe it like Dora. This is ridiculous. And Roger Goodell, let me tell you one thing right now. You should be very much so ashamed of yourself, sir. You are the NFL commissioner. You are supposed to be representing that shield better than anybody else. And you find yourself going back and forth with one of the most powerful owners in the NFL. It's not a good look. Why don't you take that $2 million and give my man Colin Kaepernick a damn job, since the NFL needs $2 million so freaking bad? I said I wasn't going to go crazy. What's up, Sandra? What's up, James? What's up, Crystal? Thanks for watching, y'all. I'm telling you right now, Jerry, just end it, man. Leave it alone. We do not need this type of negativity surrounding our franchise and our season next year. The suspension is behind us. Ezekiel Elliott is good. He can't suspend him again, Jerry. There's no double jeopardy situation that we have to worry about here. Let it go, okay? Spend the $2 million. You know, you spend it when you go to a trip to damn Greece or somewhere with your family, just like that. So give the man the damn money and let's play some freaking football. I'm okay. I'm okay. Now, before we get out of here, I want to address a couple of other Cowboy scenarios. My man James says, who do you think we're going to sign? Now, Stephen Jones James has came out and said a whole lot about his intentions. One of those intentions being to either release or trade Orlando Scandrick. Now, I know my man Orlando, OS, he's a dog and he's a great leader on this defense, okay, guys? But he's been in the league for a while. He's over the 30-year mark. He's only had 8 career interceptions for his entirety in the NFL. I love his tenacity and what he brings to the Dallas Cowboys, but trust me, it's time to move on. Let us walk away from Orlando Scandrick, and maybe he can hop on another team that's playoff driven or has at least a chance to make the playoffs and complement their defense. I love his leadership. I think he's a great presence in the locker room, but it's time to move on. And you know what releasing my man Orlando Scandrick and Anthony Hitchens tells me? Stephen Jones and the Cowboys front office are trying to get even younger. They want young, fast, athletic, new defensive pieces that can work a hell of a lot better than what we had last year. I think Byron Jones still has a lot to give. I know he didn't play as well as a lot of people anticipated him playing last season. We have a lot of young pieces. Chidobe Awuzie. We have my man DeMarcus Lawrence. Figure out a long-term deal with my Dallas Cowboys, okay? 14 and a half sacks. I need that in my life next season. Let me see what everybody's talking about. Sheree says, breathe, JoJo. I know I'm so upset right now, Sheree. Aaron says, JoJo was good. I can't wait to hear your take on this. And we're going to get into this a lot more in detail on the podcast tonight. But I just wanted to gloss over a couple of these things right now on the Daily Sports Rant. Orlando Scandrick, we can do well without him. Anthony Hitchens, I know he's been great for this defense. We can do well without him. And if we're moving players like that, that means those are the type of players and those are the type of positions that we will target in the NFL draft this year, baby. And y'all know I've been giving you prospects to watch out for. Boom! It's about to get real in Dallas. One more thing I want to talk about before I get out of here. Your girl JoJo is I'm a finalist again for the official First Take Your Take contest, okay? I've already shared the video to my page. Watch the video. See Stephen A. give your girl props on her take. You understand? And vote for your girl. Type JoJo John in the comments and vote for your girl so I can get my chance to debate Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman, because they ain't ready for me, baby. They ain't ready. And lastly, but not least, when I see teams like the Clippers and the Nuggets going at it on national TV, I can't help but wonder, why is it that they don't get more coverage when we see nothing but Cleveland Cavalier media coverage all over the freaking ESPN networks? I want to see more of these young, hungry teams like Milwaukee, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Blazers, Utah with Donovan Mitchell, the undrafted sensational rookie that's just been balling out and leading their team in scoring. These are the guys that deserve to be on national television, not LeBron James, while he's trying to figure out these young bucks and what's going on. They're barely beating the freaking Brooklyn Nets. Are you kidding me? Give me more of these young teams. I'm sick of LeBron and that sorry Cavs organization. Get it out of my screen. Okay, guys, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected. That's all I got. And if you want more, you're going to have to check out the JoJo's Replay podcast, baby. My man Deborah says they're not ready for me. Diana, she's a new follower. Thanks for watching, Chica. I appreciate it. Aaron, Sheree, James, Diana, everybody, James, Crystal, Ari, make sure you vote for your girl because it's going down, okay? First Take ain't ready for your girl JoJo, and I'm going to show them why. Holla, peace, watch the podcast.